What is going on, everybody? It's your boy PTK Blam back in the building with another weekly video. How is everybody doing on this beautiful Friday afternoon? And before we get into today's video, once again, appreciate you guys every single week. Hit the like button, subscribe if you have not. We've a bunch of growth on the channel. Thank you guys so much for the much needed recent support. You guys have been amazing. As you guys know, things have been a bit tough in my personal life, but you guys have the community itself has held us up, and I'll get into more of that on the show tomorrow. By the way, Shot Podcast tomorrow. Awesome, 6 p.m. AZ time. Be there, be square. But let's go ahead and dive into today's video. I don't want to waste any more time. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to unpack. So today we're talking a little bit about Ubisoft's new direction, and I'm going to break this down as best as I possibly can here, unscripted, obviously. So I generally don't script these videos, man, but they're really fun to do. But once again, let's dive into it here. So a couple quick things I want to talk about. As you know, Ubisoft has been known for a ton of different franchises. They're a fantastic studio overall, so I want to start there. They do make a lot of great games. They have a lot of great franchises that are consistent, but sometimes the consistency runs into going into a bit of staleness, essentially. Like, it runs out of creativity. It's consistently decent, but it runs out of creativity. So if you didn't know, I'm going to go back a little bit here and we'll kind of work our way back to recent times. So back during the 360 PS3 era, transitioning over into the Xbox One PS4 generation, Assassin's Creed was in a dire state. People were tired of Assassin's Creed in its current form. So that was Black Flag. That was I can't remember the one that was actually in Paris. I can't remember the one that had a ton of issues with Unity that came out. I can't remember the exact name of that one, but right in that time frame, they had a lot of issues. People were done with the game. People thought the gameplay had gone very stale. People wanted something different. The franchise essentially had grown very, very stale. So Ubisoft had to do something completely different, and that's essentially where we got Assassin's Creed Origins from. Being a completely open world game, they decided to, open things up a bit, make it more, Red Dead Redemption, like tons of quests, huge open world, some still verticality, still the stealthiness, but not quite to the story and to the stealthiness of the previous generation of Assassin's Creed. And that worked temporarily for the Assassin's Creed franchise, but you actually start to see it again with Valhalla. Valhalla also being a great game, wasn't as well received, if we're talking factually here, as the previous Assassin's Creed, to be 100% honest. I believe that was Odyssey. So great game nonetheless, but not as well received. So essentially not Assassin's Creed, but Ubisoft falls into this cadence where they tend to do this with franchises, and it worries me a bit. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about here some of the franchises that they have currently lined up to come out. Now, these franchises are extremely similar. Now, I'm a big fan of Ubisoft. If you guys don't know, I'm a huge Division fan, Division 1, Division 2. If you guys know, I have probably 1 trillion hours in both games. I play a ton of that. So I'm not talking from a bad place here from Ubisoft. I'm talking from a place as a fan of their games, if we're being completely honest. So I'm talking about Division Heartland, XDefiant, which is a game that they just revealed this year, and then Ghost Recon Frontline, which was just revealed this week. A lot of those games, battle royale, open world type games, are getting a lot of mixed reviews. Not that I'm the biggest review guy, to be honest with you, but I'm just going to give my personal opinion on where I think Ubisoft is falling into. Now, my issue, once again, is complacency with Ubisoft. And I think that's the ultimate issue here with Ubisoft, is that they've fallen into this complacency. And, Division 2 is a fantastic game. You got Watch Dogs Legions came out. That was a fantastic game. Very well received. They did a lot of different things with that. But Ubisoft just falls right back into the same cadence that they did with Assassin's Creed. And it worries me a bit because this is 3 consecutive games. These games are very similar in the way that they play, the battle royale aspect, the whole open world, COD Warzone-esque, kind of feel to it. And I'm not saying these games won't be good. I really do hope that these games are good, and I will try them if I get an opportunity to. I don't think any of the 3 that I named, maybe Division Heartland, because I'm such a Division stan. I really am, if we're being honest with you about this. I'm gonna definitely try out Division Heartland. When I know they had like a closed beta at one point. Once they have some sort of open beta, I'm definitely gonna try that. Shout out to Fuzz, that's my road dog in Division. But XDefiant, Ghost Recon Frontline, I don't think I'm day one with those. I could wait till those either hit Game Pass, or if they go on sale, which they probably will. To be honest, Ubisoft games actually traditionally they go on sale extremely quickly. Like after 30 days, you'll get the same game $20 off usually. Far Cry, same thing happens with Far Cry. It comes out 30 days later, it's $49.99 instead of $59 or whatever the case may be. It's $10, $15, $20 cheaper. So you can always wait and hold off. I know me, I will. For those two particular, unless they have some kind of open betas for both and I try them and I like them, which is 100% possible. But Ubisoft, once again, I think they just need another shot at creativity. I don't know where it's going to come from. They have a ton of franchises. I don't think people really understand. I'm talking about like games like Skull and Bones, which was a game that, that pirate game that we saw a couple years ago, which essentially has been shelved at this point. It's kind of up in the air on actually what's going on. But it's definitely in not great shape at all. It's definitely not coming out anytime soon as far as we know. So then you got another game like Watch Dogs, like I said, which actually came out, was well received, but where are we going with the franchise? Where are they going with the franchise next? Maybe more of the same in a new city, new story, new characters. Where are they going? So yeah, but ultimately I don't think I want to give them the benefit of the doubt because, like I said, Ubisoft is a fantastic company. Overall, they just fall into this weird cadence, and they did it with Assassin's Creed, where the game is stable and it does well consistently, but it never truly is as great as people feel like it should be. But that's one thing that hopefully they hit. Some of these new games that are coming out, and like I said, there's a whole list of them. You guys can check out Ubisoft games. There's a ton of them that I ain't even mentioned in the video, to be honest with you. So go check that out. Once again, if you guys enjoyed the video, let me know what you guys think of what I said about Ubisoft. Where you guys at on that? Where you guys at? How do you guys feel about that? Let me know down in the comment section. Once again, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Appreciate the continued support. Once again, thank you. Super chats, all of that stuff are open. Show will be live tomorrow. We have an amazing guest. So appreciate you guys every single week. Peace out. Have a great day.